In today's video, what I'm about to tell you shouldn't shock you, but will shock you. And if it does shock you, you haven't been paying attention. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5. Man, wow. I'm not going to be doing any TA today. I'm going to be talking about why I think Bitcoin is going to be the world reserve currency of the future, and you have to learn how to protect it from the government taking it from you, because they will take it from you one way or the other. One is either take it from you directly, or they'll try to take it from you indirectly because you actually left it on an exchange, or you left it basically with a bank, or you left it on an ETF. And I got overwhelming evidence of that. I mean, you don't even need my overwhelming evidence. You can always just read. There's lots of books on this, right? There's lots of truth about this, that they will take not just Bitcoin, but your stocks, your bonds, everything that you think you own. And it's not a shocker. I mean, did you see what happened in COVID? They forced you to take bad medicine, right? If they can force you to take bad medicine, I'm pretty sure they'll force you to take a bunch of dollars in exchange for your assets, your real assets. Don't worry, you're getting paid. That's not stealing. That's not stealing. If I pay you dollars, oh, damn. This is the thing that most people will be, at first go, well, I'll get the dollars, right? It's like, I scratch my head. That's not the real value. That's a future promise of value that will not give you anything, right? If everybody has to get it. That's the key thing. You just not seem to comprehend. But that's what's coming. And it's going to be, this is going to break the trust system that we have. Everything's based on trust. And most people trust in their bank. They trust in the stocks. They trust in the brokerage houses. They trust the bonds. They trust that the government will pay all the debts, and they will, right, with printed money. And yeah, that's not a payment of your debts. If everybody gets paid in dollars, that's a default, just in a different way. And most people don't see it. Most people can't understand what is happening. People need to understand. They need to protect their Bitcoins in multiple different ways. One is obviously take possession of it, and then 2, use a hardware wallet, and 3, use a passphrase, which you have several of, right? So that if they force you to, hey, give me your wallet, you give them the wallet. There's some Bitcoins there, and then give me the passphrase. You give them a passphrase, and there's a little bit more Bitcoins there, and that's it. You don't got any more. That's it, right? So that's one way to protect yourself. And you can learn all about that at the school and how to use that, how to set that up, right? Just head over to davincij15.com, right? Links are in the description below, and join our school. Okay, let me just go into the links in the description below right now. Okay, so once again, right, I say that this is the end of the Bretton Woods system and the end of the trust-based system. We're going to the might makes right, or those who've got the gold makes the rules kind of deal. And that's how it's going to be, because the United States have abused the trust that people had in them, that the dollar was good as gold, and then it was not. This system was put in place in 1945 after the United States won the war. Everybody was broke, and so the United States had all the gold, and since everybody trusts the U.S. to follow the rules, because that's what they do. They followed the Geneva Convention. They did everything right. So obviously they're going to do everything right by gold, right? And that's what people thought until, There were so many times, but that was nonsense, right? If they believed that, right, they didn't see the National Emergency Executive Order 6102, the heist of the country, where they took everybody's gold. They just failed to remember that, that they took all the Americans' gold and defaulted on them. Basically gave them $20 per ounce, just a little bit, $20.63 per ounce, and then made it illegal for them to own gold up until 1975. And so that's what this article is talking about. I'm not going to go into the more details and read this thing, but you can do so. The links are in the description below. In fact, I'll just quickly show you guys those links in the description. They're right here. If you don't mind, also take the time to hit the like, right? And yeah, you can find all the links right here in the news links area. So we're going to be talking about this is good stuff. So make sure you you observe the links and check them out. Okay, let's start with the next thing is the Bretton Woods system, right? It's basically saying that, hey, we're going to back it up with $35 an ounce of gold. But then in 1971, France said, hey, give me the gold. And because we know you don't got it. And then they said, nope, we're not going to give it to you. And somewhere around 1975, they allowed Americans to own gold. And then the price of everything went skyrocketing. But then Paul Volcker destroyed inflation by, increasing the interest rates to 30%. So yeah, this was the biggest heist of ever, right? And then, of course, Bretton Woods. After that, Bretton Woods. Then the next heist was it was only Americans that got burned on this one, not foreign countries. They're okay. They were good to go. Well, actually, not really, because if they owed the United States debt, the debt got lost. They lost 70% basically on the debt. So yeah, foreign holders did get burned too. That's right. So if they're holding bonds, if they were holding gold, then they would be eyeing. And so, yeah, this is the situation. All right. So another thing that proves that what's going on is where they're going to take everything and leave you with nothing. And they're planning to take all your Bitcoin. Is this understanding the cryptocurrency forfeiture document here. This document basically outlines that all your crypto belongs to them because it's involved in the crime. They believe the crypto itself was involved in the crime. Not you. No. The crypto itself has to prove its innocence. Yes, just like civil asset forfeiture. If you put that link into ChatGPT and ask it to summarize and ask it is this the same as civil asset forfeiture? And yes, it is. Basically, it's property based. The assets, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, is treated as the target, not necessarily the person. Meaning, it's guilty, not you. No conviction required in civil asset forfeiture. The government can seize crypto by claiming it was connected to illegal activity. Yeah, dog, that's mine because I claim that's illegal activity that was used in. So it's mine. So do not travel to the United States with access to your crypto, okay? That would be absolutely ridiculous, because it doesn't matter if you're a citizen or non-citizen. That crypto, if you've got access to it on your phone, right, or in the hardware wallet, it actually belongs to them, not you, just so you know, right? And there's a load burden of proof, right? That in the civil asset forfeiture, the government doesn't need to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. And reasonable doubt meaning, yeah, I just feel that it's true. Oh my God. And owners must fight in order to get it back. The burden often shifts to the asset owner to prove lawful ownership. That, hey, is that really yours? You sure? Because, it might have been involved in some crime. You want to put your name to that? Because we're just charging the crypto, not you. Not you. You want to connect yourself to that? Really? Nah. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is basically how it is. It is a sad state of affairs. And this is the lack of trust and faith in institutions that people will have going forward. We're going to see basically people just not trust governments, and they're going to not trust financial systems. Banks will all be there'll be a loss of trust in banks, and just like they did back in 1929 when banks all collapsed and took everybody's money. There's going to be a multi-year loss of faith in the system. And I think this time it won't come back. And if it does, you're an idiot. So, this is the world we're moving towards, because you want to have a system where it's like not requiring somebody to be trusted. You want a system where you could actually verify the actual facts. Absolutely. Do you have your Bitcoin? Can you send me the Bitcoin? Oh, great. Thank you. Can you send it fast? Yes, you can. So there you go. It's settled perfectly. That's the type of asset world we're going to deal with. Not, oh, well, you've got my gold, so you're going to give me a gold certificate and I'm going to transfer that because it's faster to transfer that than it is to transfer actual gold. No. I'm not doing that with Bitcoin. You can do that with gold if you want, but who's going to trust that? Nobody's going to trust that with the gold after all the trust has been lost. That is what's coming. That is what you need to prepare for. I don't know when it's going to occur. Don't know when. If you start preparing today, if you start living your life as if, okay, well, my stocks, I know they're not mine. My property, I know that they can try to buy it out from underneath me by either raising property taxes to some astronomical number, which I cannot afford, and then they can just print the money and then buy it from me, right? Or, they can say, okay, well, are you renting that? Well, rental freeze. And then you can't maintain the property and the property gets taken from you that way. They will come up with very ingenious ways to come up with taking your property for those, not stealing it. That's not what governments do. They will give you some dollars for that, or local currency. No worries. You get paid. Right? Don't even think you're not going to get paid. Right? Only criminals are not going to get paid. You're going to get paid some dollars. And somebody gets for free. Oh boy, it's going to be a fun ride. I swear to God. I mean, yeah, you might say, well, what do you mean? How is this going to be a fun ride? Well, you can't stop it from happening. Right? It is what it is. It's an absolute. It's like gravity. It's happening. It's not going to stop. The only thing you're going to do is see it for what it is and actually plan for your survival of it. That's it. Nothing else. And then watch and enjoy, because that's what life's all about. To enjoy the ups and the downs, right? To see it for what it is and not put an attachment to it like, oh my God, this is bad. Oh my God, this is horrible. No, it is what it is. It's, they've created systems to break all the promises and make sure that the top 1%, especially the people on the Epstein list, get paid your money. That's the way it is. Accept it. There's no way to see it any other way. And that's how it's going to happen. You don't believe so? Fine. Just, you'll be one of those people who go, who could have saw that happening? Who could have saw that Hitler was going to kill all those people? Yeah, well, a lot of people did see that. And a lot of people did see what happened to Hitler and made some changes in order to prevent them from being a victim. You can decide to see what's happening and not be a victim. The choice is yours. You're not going to choose wisely. That's what most people do. It is what it is. That's another is what it is. Most people just go, blah, whatever, and do nothing. And that's fine too. All right. Well, enough with that rant. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's rant and episode. I hope you learned something. I hope you do something to protect your wealth. Yes, there's no guarantees. Even if you do something, it will protect your wealth. But you know what? It's better than doing nothing. Thanks for watching. Peace.